Hello, welcome to Life After Toilet Paper. Have you ever thought of what to do if there was no toilet paper available anywhere? I understand that this is a rather squishy, dirty subject that many are squeamish to even think of. So let me ask this. What do you think you should do when toilet paper is no longer manufactured and you have no more available to you? Again, I do understand that some find this subject rather disgusting and filthy, so I will try to be as polite and informative as possible. I also hope that we can have a little fun with this too. First thing many will think of is paper, such as magazines, newspaper, and other books. But so will millions of other people. So after a few months or so, and all expendable paper is gone, then what? Now, if you never thought about it to this point, maybe we should. Before the luxury of toilet paper, humans were creative, with the ability to find answers. So, the obvious irritation of not cleaning became uncomfortable from rashes and infections. The humans began early primitive version of wiping with plant leaves and fibrous materials. This, of course, all occurred after the attempt of using their hands and realizing after a time that this was causing even more problems. So, they began using the plant leaves to wipe themselves. Of course, those who lived in desert areas with almost no plant life had to find another option. Now, they often traded salt and other commodities for textiles such as assorted fabrics. They soon began using small pieces of cloth to wipe themselves. These were personal wiping towels, and since water was scarce in hot desert regions, they often bagged them for later use. Otherwise, they would have to toss away valuable and expensive fabrics. When they found a water source, they would cleanse the towels to be reused. Now, this eventually gave way to the idea of toilet paper. This is a rather new invention to humans, as it's only been around since 1857, when a New York man by the name of Gaiety produced the first packaged sheets of toilet paper. Then, in or around 1880, the rolled and perforated sheets that we know today came to be. Now, the best link to read about the toilet paper history is listed below. Now, these companies that produce and manufacture toilet paper have recently jumped aboard the surge of go green living that has flushed across the world, and are now producing packages of family wipes at unbelievably high prices. These are simply general-purpose washcloths designated to be used instead of toilet paper. Now, understand that this is a sensible and economic way to handle this situation, because you can purchase relatively soft washcloths that are great for personal hygiene rather cheap. Because the less absorbent the washcloth, the cheaper you can purchase them. And for this purpose, you really don't want them super absorbent. To use a soft cloth is rather simple. After wiping with it, you can wash it immediately or keep a small pail of soapy water available. Put the used ones in it until laundry time. Some like the idea of wetting them a little before using them so that they clean better and you only have to use one. Now, if this sounds like something you prefer, then you can keep a carafe or a pitcher nearby with clean water in it just for this. Now, a carafe will keep water warm for quite some time if that's what you choose. I know a lot of people, especially the men, are going to say, "Why do all of this? There's plenty of leaves where I live." Okay, but did you know that if you have raccoons around, that you could easily end up with roundworms? Yes, my dear friends, those cute, furry creatures that are believed to have the best hygiene of the animal kingdom are actually part of the roundworm gestational cycle. Now, with that in mind, if a raccoon's bottom or feet have roundworm eggs and they touch that perfect-looking leaf that you choose to wipe your posterior with, then you have just given yourself roundworms. And if that isn't bad enough, you've probably heard of lumberjack toilet paper. Well, those are simply burdock or broadleaves. Great idea, as long as there's no parasites or spiders on that leaf. Now, I must say, there's nothing like a brown recluse bite on your buttocks to change one's outlook of using leaves to wipe with. Not to mention that there are many leaves that contain oils which can be extremely caustic and can cause allergic reactions. Poison ivy is one of these. It's the most commonly known and recognized, but there are others. So I have a great idea. Why not use a small cotton cloth to wipe with? All joking aside now, I did this video so that others would be informed. I have always thought it best to be prepared and nothing happen than everything fall and be unprepared. The same goes with knowledge and information. I would rather know what to do and never ever need it than to be standing in the middle of nowhere with a map and a compass, having no clue as to what to do next. Knowledge has never killed anyone, but the refusal to accept free knowledge has killed millions throughout history. Well, I hope you found this video informative and helpful. And thanks for watching.